for that one.
You know what, Byron? It really made my career because you replaced me on play-by-play, and the world realized how bad you were and how good I was on that night. So in a weird sort of way, I thank Brock Lesnar for that.
That is kind of weird. But I've talked to a lot of superstars who have faced Brock Lesnar, and there is one common denominator between them all. They say once you are in the ring with Brock Lesnar, you are never the same.
Because you go to Suplex City!
You think you know?
The Hall of Famer is here! This should be an incredible matchup. I mean, both men have extensive offensive repertoires, lasting endurance, and an insatiable appetite to be number one.
And man, I never get tired of watching these guys compete.
Brock Lesnar still enters every match as the odds-on favorite.
Yeah, I would never predict a Lesnar loss, Saxton, because you can enter Suplex City, but you will never come out the same.
Edge gathering attention in a hurry. Executed perfectly. The back of the head taking quite a punishment here. Drops the elbow on him. Oh, breaker. Right to the lower back.
Precarious position here.
Electric chair into the face buster.
Look, Edge is on the attack now.
Down with a power bomb.
Now it's Lesnar taking some punishment. But he's very aware of who he's in there with and what he has to do to rebound.
I'm not going to go so far as to say he can't win this match, but things certainly aren't looking good for him right now.
And there's a vicious slam. They get dangerous out here, especially when there are no countouts. It's got to be hard to rebound from that one.
Dropped him with a big shoulder tackle.
Well done. His astonishing acrobatics coming through here. From what we've seen and heard tonight, there must be serious injuries. Look at Edge here. So damaging. A strong takedown like that can show just how versatile a competitor can be.
You want to talk about WWE Hall of Famers taking things to the extreme? The first time many fans saw somebody put through a table was in 1984. Randy Macho Man Savage drove Ricky Morton of the Rock and Roll Express through a table with a pile driver at the Mid-South Coliseum.
He's displaying classic offense here.
This is not going to end well for Edge.
Up and over the scoop slam. Corey, I remember seeing photos of that horrible scene in wrestling magazines. The pile driver was utilized when Terry Funk planted Nature Boy Ric Flair on a table at WCW's Wrestle War 89 pay-per-view. And something happened in sports entertainment in the early 90s called Extreme Championship Wrestling. ECW superstars crashed through tables all the time.
And what was going on in Philadelphia caused a craze of wood being turned into wood chips thanks to tables matches. In order to win a tables match, a competitor must be the first person to put their opponent through a table. We've also witnessed brutality evolve and superstars crash through flaming tables.
It shouldn't be a shock that the Dudley Boys were involved in one of the most intense tables matches we've seen in recent memory. At the 2015 TLC event, the Dudleys called on their Extreme brothers Tommy Dreamer and Rhino to battle the Wyatt family in an 8-man elimination tables match. People were flying everywhere that night. And in classic ECW fashion, so were the trash cans and kendo sticks.
The match in 2015's TLC event with the Dudleys, Tommy Dreamer and Rhino versus the Wyatts, was chaos from the second all 8 superstars were in the ring. Braun Strowman was awesome in his destruction of all 4 members of Team Extreme, but the ECW originals kept their focus on making sure each member of the Wyatt family crashed through a table.
The ECW's originals love a brawling clash with the Wyatts drive to destroy anyone who stepped in their path. The Wyatts took the advantage after Rhino and Devon Dudley were eliminated, and they didn't look back. Bubba Ray took on the Wyatts with everything he had, but the sick power of the Wyatt family was just too much, as seen when Braun Strowman chokeslammed Bubba Ray through the final table.
Edge made the spear his own personal instrument of human destruction. The Rated R superstar can turn an opponent inside out. Just go back to WrestleMania 17 to see Edge deliver the maneuver from the top of a 20-foot ladder.
Edge looking to attack from the top.
Looks like Edge is starting to turn it up.
When it comes to the spear, it's like the Rated R superstar enjoys trying to break his opponents in half. Perhaps the most gruesome spear came at WrestleMania 22 when Edge put a battered Mick Foley through a flaming table.
Edge can drill an opponent with the spear from a variety of positions. The Rated R superstar has shown that no matter how big, tall, or small an opponent might be, they will all suffer the same fate. Oh boy, he is rolling.
Oh, what incredible power.
Wow, what a vertical suplex.
Down with a neck breaker.
There are so many different ways for a superstar to put their opponent through the table in a tables match. Some matches start off as wild brawls and a table is brought out from under the ring in the match's opening minutes. In others, superstars are very strategic about when they bring out a table because they know if they're not careful, momentum can be reversed and they could end up being the one who goes through a table.
Oh, I think this man means business. Edge looking to go skyborne. There's no coming back from that. Byron, you talked about strategy that involves a tables match. I was in WWE when the Dudley Boys came from ECW, and you could say that things changed a bit thanks to Bubba and Devon. Edge is sizing it up.
And the Impaler! This one's over, guys!
Got him with the elbow drop. He'll be feeling the effects of that for a while. What incredible impact on that move. What a clothesline.
Nice job by Brock Lesnar there.
Incredible impact on that slam. Ah, that one hurt, using every ounce of his body on that splash.
The Money in the Bank match and contract have been associated with some of the most thrilling moments in WWE history. It's important to remember that it began with the first Mr. Money in the Bank, and that was Edge, after he won the first ever Money in the Bank ladder match at WrestleMania 21.
Look, Edge is on the attack now.
This guy can go toe-to-toe with anybody.
Oh, what a forearm!
That was dirty.
The Money in the Bank match at WrestleMania 21 was something very different when it debuted in 2005. Edge is known as a master of ladder matches and was the odds-on favorite. The Rated R superstar made sure that contract led him to championship gold.
Edge set a standard when he won the first Money in the Bank match at WrestleMania 21. But I don't think anyone could have anticipated just how sought after the Money in the Bank contract would become.
Taking a bit of a beating so far, but nothing that can't be overcome. Look at Kimmel in play. Suplex!
Classic.
Perfectly executed. Vertical suplex.
Nice. It shouldn't be a shock that the Dudley boys were involved in one of the most intense tables matches we've seen in recent memory. At the 2015 TLC event, the Dudleys called on their Extreme brothers Tommy Dreamer and Rhino to battle the Wyatt family in an 8-man elimination tables match. People were flying everywhere that night, and in classic ECW fashion, so were the trash cans and kendo sticks.
Dazzling move right there.
Since January of 1993, Raw's been providing viewers with the absolute best sports entertainment action available.
The match in 2015's TLC event for the Dudleys, Tommy Dreamer and Rhino versus the Wyatts, was chaos from the second all.
Edge is going in for the kill. The damage has been done.
There are all sorts of things he can do to an opponent after a takedown like that.
Wow, I gotta say that I'm in shock. I really thought Lesnar would look better here tonight. There are so many different ways for a superstar to put their opponent through the table in a tables match. Some matches start off as wild brawls and a table is brought out from under the ring in the match's opening minutes. In others, superstars are very strategic about when they bring out a table because they know if they're not careful, momentum can be reversed and they could end up being the one who goes through a table.
Scoop slam!
Look at Edge here.
Byron, you talked about strategy that involves a tables match. I was in WWE when the Dudley boys came from ECW, and you could say that things changed a bit thanks to Bubba and Devon. Something that's also important to remember in a tables match is that it's not important how or where the table is positioned. All that matters is that you put your opponent through it.
It's a very simple premise, Michael, but superstars have to be careful. They launch an attack that goes awry, their own momentum can put them through the table and cost them the match. That doesn't include feeling the incredible pain from crashing through it.
Oh my goodness! This singles match has come to an end. Wow.
Introducing the table always brings an element of unpredictability, but we saw things in this match we've never seen before and might not ever see again. From the opening bell, this match was one for the ages. I'm almost speechless. And Edge walks away with the win. I could watch them go at it each and every week. What a match. As we close the book on this match, I need to remind everybody just how big of a win this was. Simply